What is going on, everyone? Today we're going to be taking a look at the Haslab's Ghostbusters Proton pack. That's right, I know. There's been thousands of videos on this thing as it is already. I'm not going to sit here and bore you with all the fine details that you already know. We're just going to go over the basics and some of the things that I modified on it to kind of make it more, screen accurate. Right out of the gate, I think this is one of the best things to come out of a company like Hasbro. If this thing came out when I was a kid, I would be over the moon. Absolutely over the moon. Now, what it standard comes with is fine, but there are some things that I wanted to change that a lot of people change. I'm not going to go crazy modifying mine because there's just no point, in my opinion, because it's so well done as it is. But there are some things that I wanted to change, and we're going to go over that right now. One of the major things that stuck out to me is right here. This loom that goes over this wire right here, I changed that out to the more screen accurate one. What they give you is this thing. And that is so, just sticks out. It's out of place. It just feels out of place the second you look at it. At least me, it does. So out with that thing. And in with the correct one. Now, of course, I did weather it before I put it on there. I used some streaks and tips and then sealed it up with a clear matte spray. You can get all kinds of good tips from Adam Savage's channel on customizing this. I already kind of was familiar with them, with things like that because of the Myers masks and all that, customizing Myers masks and things like that. I don't normally customize my Michael Myers masks, but I have customized them in the past using those techniques based on what Tommy Lee Wallace did with the original Myers mask. The other thing that I did on the front here is right here, the lens over these lights right here. What it comes with is they give you this really smoked out lens. That's not accurate at all. You want to be able to see the lights going up and down in there. This, you can still see it, but it's like it creates like a solid bar of light, which just isn't accurate. So change that out, and then this is what you get. Much different. Let me turn that so you can see it better. It is in Ghostbusters 1984 mode. And those of you that don't know, when you remove the Cyclotron here, cover I should say, not going to take it all down, but when you remove that, you got switches in here. One's for the vibrating motor function, and the other one is to switch it from 1984 to Afterlife. So now it's in Afterlife mode. But for those that may not know, maybe this is the only video you're watching on it, I'll show you what that does. Afterlife mode. Just stick that back on there, like so. You can see the cyclotron is spinning much faster. That's Afterlife mode. Okay. The other fun thing about it is Spengler Neutroner wand over here. Fire that up. Once everything's all fired up, you can shut everything down from the gun. Like so, from the Neutrona thrower, or the positron collider, right? So another cool and fun thing that I am going to point out, I know millions of people have already pointed it out, but let's fire it up again. Whoop. Just a word of note, you can fire it back up from the Neutrona wand after you shut things down, but you only got a 5-minute window to do so. So if you don't fire it back up from the wand in 5 minutes, you have to turn it back on from the pack. Now, ribbon cable. Uh-oh. Take the ribbon cable off, that's what happens. All right, now we're going to take a little closer look at what's going on here. Once again, that is the replacement wire loom there, yellow. And then the lens replacement in there. And now I'm going to spin it around and show you the other couple things I did. Of course, this stand did come with it. Alice frame, the LC1 frame did not. Attached the LC1 frame myself there. And you'll note that yes, it does come with the hardware to do so. With the Proton pack, they provide that hardware for you and the mounting holes, but here we have a spacer right here at the top, which is not something they provided, and that gives it more of that proper screen accurate look to the original Ghostbusters and as well as Afterlife, because there was space up here. Okay, so it gives it more of that Ghostbusters original look, as it should be. And the other thing is, you'll note that the strap, the old strap slots where the straps were that are provided with it were covered over. These are little plates that plug right in, they snap right in. These are from Chris Bosch Props. Go check him out on YouTube, just look up Chris Bosch Props, and he provides these. You can buy these from him, and as well as this spacer here that I have right here. Okay, you will have to get 1-inch M6 25mm screws, but they're super dirt cheap. You can get those at Home Depot or Lowe's, easy. They're only a couple bucks. And these couple little modifications, I mean, no more than $20 at the end of the day, and you at least have that covered up, because when you're walking around, you're not going to see the ones down here, but you will see the ones up here probably. So to cover those up just gives it a better look. So yeah, that's something cheap and easy, quick little fix there to make things look a little better. Now up here, you'll note that it should have 2 screws, which is not present. I don't know how Hasbro missed that, but there should be 2 screws right here. I mean, you can someone probably has made a 3D piece that snaps right on there by now. If they haven't, they will soon, I'm sure. So that's one more thing that you'll need to change out if you want it to be accurate, more accurate, I should say. But we'll fire it up one more time so you can see the lights over here. It just looks much better with that blue lens filter in there. Okay. And of course, fire up the Neutron thrower, like so. Boom. Yes, sir. So cool. Very, very, very cool. Love this thing. Of course, it did come with the mini puffs, which I have. Whoops. Comes with the mini puffs. This is one of them. They look like they're toasted, you know, like in the Afterlife movie when they're toasting each other like crazy things. They do come with multiple heads you can change out on them too for different looks. It does come with the marshmallow goo that you can put on the back of this, but I think it's just kind of eh. So I probably will never use that. Of course, it comes with sticker sheets and the Spengler journal and all that stuff, which you've seen in all the other videos. I'm not going to bore you to death with all that, but yeah, just wanted to come on here and give my thoughts on it and share some of the things I've done to mine. Hopefully this lets Hasbro know that there's a huge market for this kind of thing, and they do more cool stuff like this. Maybe they'll do a trap, a PKE meter, maybe they'll do a few other things, maybe they'll do an original 1984 pack, or who knows what they'll do, right? Hopefully they do some other cool things, because there's definitely a market for this, and quite frankly, I think they did a hell of a job on this. So there you go, folks. The Haslab's Proton pack. I can't say it enough. I think this thing is super cool. So happy to have one. And there's some other little tidbits that I'll probably modify along the way, like especially up here, like I said. And maybe some other kind of small little things, small little details. But it really, in my opinion, doesn't need a whole lot. If you go super crazy on this thing, I mean, that's more power to you. It's your prerogative. Once you own it, you can do whatever you want with it. In my opinion, they've done such a good job with it that it doesn't need a whole lot. You could even go through on this and kind of add your own flair and vibe to it, you know? Instead of making it accurate to what you see on screen, if you want to go ahead and customize it to your own kind of tweaking and liking and fool with it a little bit to make it your own so that you're a unique Ghostbuster when you go out and cosplay with this. You can do that too. That's the beauty part about it. You can do so much here with this. And I just think this is by far and away one of the coolest things that Hasbro has ever done. Yeah, with that said, catch you all down the road.